Welcome to Grilling to Get Away, the podcast for backyard grillers who want to escape the everyday and fire up the flavor. Whether you're a seasoned pitmaster or just learning your way around the grill, we're here to share tips, tricks, and recipes that will make your next BBQ unforgettable. We'll talk meats, marinades, and even some mouth-watering sides. Plus, we'll answer your grilling questions and dive into everything you need to turn your backyard into the ultimate grill zone. So grab your tongs, fire up that grill, and let's get started. This is Grilling to Get Away, your go-to podcast for all things barbecue. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Greg, your co-host to the Grilling to Get Away podcast, and I'm here with my buddy.
What's happening, everyone? This is Ben.
Happy 200, Ben.
200, man.
200 episodes of the Grilling to Get Away podcast.
Who would have thought?
Not me. They say, like, the average podcaster, like, they can't even get to 10 episodes.
Well, here we are.
Here we are, 200.
It's a lot of cooks, man.
It's a lot of cooks. It's a lot of conversations.
What do you think the over-under on, like, good versus bad cooks that we've talked about on this podcast are?
You know, I'd say it's probably 50-50.
I was hoping for a little bit higher on the positive side.
Maybe 70, yeah.
Yeah.
That's passing.
Sure. Well, nowadays, I think it's 60%.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So.
But yeah, man, here we are, 200th episode. Appreciate people that have been with us since the start.
It's come a long way, but still in the basement.
Still in the basement. You know, we do a little bit of editing still. We've uploaded these to the YouTube. And you know, maybe next year we'll upgrade the video equipment, but maybe we'll build
slowly
build
but
a desk or something. I don't know. Like, so.
Well, you know what they say, Greg. Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's right. Yep.
The empire's there, though.
Maybe by the 400th episode.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's not get too crazy, Greg.
Right. Yeah. So, man, yeah, just reflecting back on what we started, like, you know what, let's do a podcast, and then, you know, bought the equipment, same equipment we bought when we first started. Doesn't take much, you know, and we're like, I had no idea how to do this thing, but let's hit record and see what happens. And the first one, remember that, Ben? I didn't hit record.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You've come a long way, buddy.
I know, right? Always make sure the red button's on.
Yeah. They have spare batteries.
Spare
too,
batteries.
You know?
Those are good things to have because we just have this little handheld H1N handy recorder.
Pretty handy.
Yeah, that we bought the adapters for, so we can hook it up to our little thing here. I don't even know what this is called, with the board, you know, the podcast board. We travel light. We took it down to Arkansas.
Keep it simple.
Well. Yeah, we've done podcasts from, let's see, State Fair, Arkansas. Where else we did?
Well, we did ones like when I was gone, like the video ones from when I was in Rhode Island, but that was more just through the computer and stuff.
We had guests, come on to help while you were gone with your Navy duties, because nobody just wants to sit, you know, listen to me sit on here and talk for 30 minutes. Although I could.
Yeah. We know.
Yeah.
We know. It's okay.
But we had some great guests come on, and I was looking at some of the stats, and some of our top ones have to do with ribs. So, you know, our rib episodes always get a lot of downloads and listens, and then also like our steak ones. So kind of the staples of maybe the backyard ribs and steak tend to get a lot of listens from people that are looking to maybe learn or try new things or something like that. But we're over 10,000 downloads, which I don't know if that's good or bad. We've been featured as one of the top podcasts, you know. So a lot of cool stuff has come up from just us deciding to sit in the basement and talk about barbecue.
At a card table. When,
you know.
This thing's got to be, from the 90s?
Yeah, man, I got this from my grandma.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got this from the grandma. So, you know, keep it in the family. Put it to use.
Yeah. Yeah, it's at its use. We've come a long way.
Yeah.
We used to put the mats up all the time.
Yeah, we used to have, we still got them. I don't put them up anymore.
Yeah, we kind of just stopped with that, huh?
Yeah, because I got a little bit better at editing. You know, because we had such a bad echo because, like, we were in an open space, open room, so we used the wrestling mats to help the sound bounce off of there and come back in. But since then, I've got a little bit better at adjusting the mics, and then also editing and the free editing software we have.
You know what you pay for, Greg?
Yeah. So,
solid podcast though. So we're happy to have everyone here.
Yeah, we get people that listen every week, and we just hope that we continue to provide value, just talking about what we're doing, what we're seeing out there in the barbecuing and grilling world. And then, who would have thought we had our best friend Steven Reichland just came on the podcast twice.
Twice, man.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah. That's big. It was huge for us. And I think that that's probably one of the highlights, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about the beer can chicken, and then what was the other one they had? What are those the other book?
The griddle.
The griddle one. That's right.
Project Griddle.
Yep. And beer can chicken.
Yep. Can't wait for him to come out with another one.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Get him back on the podcast.
Yep.
But yeah, we had a lot of awesome people come on too. So, all right, man. Well, enough with that stuff.
Moving on.
Let's move on. Did you get a chance to get out and grill over the past week since the last time we talked?
Yeah, a little bit. We, the kids didn't have school on Friday,
of course,
as you know. So we were doing, it's my cousin was hosting for Halloween. They asked if I can make some mac and cheese.
Of course.
So I was like, heck yeah,
nice,
would love to. So I did that, and then I also had some vegetables and stuff in the fridge. I was made some smoked salsa as well.
Nice.
That I kept at home. I did not take that.
Didn't take that. Good.
I kept that at home. But we did the mac and cheese, man. This time I put some. I grabbed some hot dogs from the butcher block.
Okay.
And it's like they're along the lines like they're like they season them and stuff. And they're pretty good. So smoked those for a while and then chopped them up, threw them in with the mac and cheese.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Did you do the fingers?
No, dude. I just kind of cut it. I was
Sure.
like, it was a day. It was like, my parents were coming into town this weekend too. We had a Halloween party Friday night. The kids had games at 9:00 both Saturday and Sunday. And then the other kid had like afternoon game.
Yeah.
So like around like 12 both days. So it was like, from 9 to noon and stuff here. Tied up with that, and then so we hung out for a bit and then made it out to my cousin's house. So I didn't do anything too crazy with it, just kind of kept it simple.
Okay. Yeah, that's awesome, man. So smoked the mac and cheese.
Smoked the mac and cheese. Yeah. I'll be honest, man. Like, it's always good to do some good mac and cheese.
Yeah, for sure. I did some too, man.
Yeah, it was tricky, I'll tell you, because I did it on Friday and the party was Saturday. Yeah. So I made some extra sauce for it.
Okay.
So that way, when I was taking it and kind of reheat it up, I could
mix this fresh sauce.
Yeah, because it kind of dries out a little bit the next day. So
that's
kind of throw it in the fridge. So I wanted to, so I made a big batch, like the sauce, so I could kind of mix it all up and stuff. And
sure.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, man. There's only a little bit left. We left it there. It was solid. I really liked it with the the hot dogs from the butcher block in there.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
No, man. Mac and cheese, hot dogs, classic.
Yeah, I did like the beer cheese again for it.
Nice. What kind of beer did you use?
We just had some Michelob Ultras at the house. I mean, I wasn't using anything too crazy. I've never used like an IPA or anything like that in there.
Yeah, that might be. I was thinking maybe like a Guinness or something like that.
Yeah, I think it'd be like a little too thick. I'm not sure.
I don't know. Yeah. I did the same thing. So I did mac and cheese the day before, too, because we had people over on Sunday.
You made it Saturday.
I made it Saturday, and I did use I followed the recipe that we have online. So if you go out to burnpitbbq.com and you just search mac and cheese, you'll find this recipe out there. But I used a third of a cup of Miller Lite.
Did you?
Yeah,
okay.
So I did some beer cheese. I didn't smoke it at all, though. I didn't have time to smoke it. So I prepped it all a day ahead of time, and then, I just warmed it up in the oven the day of.
Yep.
So I like that idea, though, that of keeping some sauce on the side and then stirring it in the next day. Yeah, because I forgot to cover it, too, so I should have probably covered it because, it was already cooked through. I mean, you got the noodles and you got the cheese sauce and you mix it all in. I save a little bit of like shredded cheese for the
Sprinkle on top. Yeah, man, I like that.
But I should have probably just... after a little while, I probably should have just covered it. Just keep some of that moisture in there. Otherwise, you do get like the edges get a little bit crunchy and stuff like that. So.
Yep. And that's the thing too, man. Like I've noticed, so I was, I was making this on Friday. Kids didn't have school, and my wife was off too, and we were just getting like everything kind of together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like my parents were coming, so we are kind of getting the house ready. Like we were, we had that party, the Halloween party Friday night. So kind of getting ready for that. And then like getting ready for like the kids' games because I think we left about 6:30 on Saturday morning for the one. That was about 7, I guess. To get up to my daughter's game in time. But like, dude, yeah, like I'll say this, like if you're doing the mac and cheese on the smoker, like kind of about every 10 minutes you want to like stir it to start because those noodles like on the top like will burn, especially if, like depending on how hot you have it rolling and stuff. And I just did direct. They're like indirect smoking and stuff. I use some some Jack Daniels like wood chips.
Sure.
So nothing too crazy because I don't want it to be like overly smoky. And I just kind of smoke the sausage for like a little while too.
Just a hint of it, right?
Yep. Just so it's there. Like you want to just get like that nice kiss of it and stuff, but not over like when sometimes it's like
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, and then kind of for like that last like 10 minutes, that's where I'll go in, sprinkle that cheese on top like you're talking, maybe like hit it with a little more seasoning just right on the top.
Yeah.
And then pull it, and then that's usually when I wrap it. And then throw it in the fridge or whatever I'm doing. So, but yeah, this time around, like you said, it's a little bit different. So I was like, oh man, like I don't want to, don't want to be dry.
Yeah,
I think it dries. It does. It does dry out. And like you want some of the best mac and cheese I know I've ever had is always like that creamy,
nice and creamy.
Like, oh man, this is awesome. So I always kind of want to have that.
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. And like if you're thinking about like awesome like dishes to go with your Thanksgiving meal coming up here, like
dude, you can't
mac and cheese is
fantastic.
Like like you're gonna have your traditional stuff there, but if you want something a little extra, like hey, think about some mac and cheese.
Smoked mac and cheese can never go wrong. Even if you don't even smoke it, like this recipe is like you just did it, right? Like it's fantastic. Even in the oven and stuff. And you could always hit it with like a little bit of smoked paprika or something.
Yeah, smoked paprika. Like I use like our pop smoke. It's got a nice little bit of
just a hint. That's what I use on mine too. I love it. I love the pop smoke with the mac and cheese.
You can put a little bit of Worcestershire sauce in there and your cheese sauce too. That kind of give it a little bit of nice rich bold flavor to it too. But like the recipe that we have out there calls for a condensed cream of chicken soup.
Yep.
So that keeps it nice and creamy.
Yeah.
And then we say to get like a block of sharp cheddar and grate it yourself because when you get the pre-bought stuff, it's all covered in cornstarch. That's why it doesn't stick together, right? Yeah. So you don't want that.
Did you do that, man? Like, did you get the block?
Oh yeah.
And when you're mixing it up there, making the sauce, you just see it. It's you're just like,
love it. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. It's a great time. It's really not too bad of a recipe and stuff, and
super easy.
Like we mentioned too. I mean, we've used different beers in the past and stuff, but usually I just roll with like a light beer.
Yeah.
And you get that nice like beer cheese flavor and stuff. And you can add whatever you want to.
Yeah. Like, you don't even need to add the beer too. Like
no, you don't. You really don't. That was like that in the original recipe that I found. That wasn't even in there, and I did that on my own.
Yeah.
Just to play a bit, and it's kind of been my go-to from now on. But
yeah, it's been it's always a crowd pleaser. We got a couple of recipes out there that are really good. Like every time I take them, so try them out.
There's so much stuff you can do that too, Greg, man. Like I mean, you
put
can
some bacon in there,
pulled
sausages,
pork, and just drizzle like a little barbecue sauce on top. I've done that, like
we see it all the time when we go out, like brisket and mac and cheese, right?
Absolutely.
Bowls, right?
Yeah.
Potato.
You don't have to use brisket. I mean, you could just use like a
chuck roast,
whatever
you got laying around, So everything goes good in mac and cheese,
like the green onions, the scallions and stuff. Yep, solid, man.
Yeah, I also did some big jumbo hot dogs too from Danny's Meats right down the road. I went in there, but I tried a new technique for the brats we got. So I was looking at the interwebs and I saw a video. One guy tested a theory about doing kind of a pan sear first and then putting it in a beer bath, and then versus
kind of the opposite way, huh?
Right, putting it in a beer bath and then searing it.
Yeah.
So his whole goal was to see which had the most flavor to it.
Sure.
At the end. Now his video showed him using he used a cast iron, I believe, and he put a little bit of butter in there and then some ground up garlic and then some onions. Let that simmer down for a little bit, and then he put his brats in there.
Okay.
So he seared them first, got a nice cast iron sear on them, and then he put them in like a tin with beer and some onions and stuff, and a little bit of I think some seasoning or whatever. And then the other side is he put them in the beer bath first, and then he seared them up at the end, kind of in the cast iron, right?
Same thing though with the garlic and the butter and stuff.
So his was, his conclusion was the one that you sear first in the pan, and then you let all those flavors kind of marinate in the beer bath together. That created a little bit more flavor than just searing it off at the end. So I wanted to try it out. Like I didn't like necessarily go that in depth to it.
Sure.
But
Did you have anything in the pan?
Oh yeah, I put a bunch of butter in there.
Okay.
So this was straight up, man.
Oh,
So yeah, this is straight up, dude. I got like a nice crispy golden browned skin on the brats, and then I placed them in a Miller Lite beer bath with a bunch of onions, and I sprinkled in some of our all-purpose seasoning in there.
Okay.
And then I just let that ride then for about another 30-40 minutes on the smoker. Indirect grilling, about 350-ish, 350, 400. It turned out great, man. Like I liked it. And the reason like I tried like doing it in the cast iron, because again, you get the butter in there, right? You get the butter, it stays in there. So you kind of baste them as you're going. And then, part of the goal with bratwurst is you don't want them to explode and burst open. You want to keep that flavor inside. So like with the cast iron, it allowed a more even cooking experience than you might have with like if you're going over just directly over coals, right? It's not too bad. Like I don't mind too much, but I wanted to try that. And yeah, I mean, it was definitely even cooking throughout. A nice golden brown, like skin.
How often did you turn them?
Maybe once or twice. Like because I was watching them, so they were like.
Did you just have the lid off?
Yeah, I had the lid, yeah. So the cast iron was directly over the coals, so it was nice and hot. But the butter helped with the basting process of it. And like they were only on there for like 3 or 4 minutes aside, because it's so hot. But then I let them get up to temp then the rest of the way in the beer bath. So it worked out well, good, even cook. And my sister-in-law, she went to school with the guy that started Milwaukee Sausage Company.
Okay.
So they no longer have a store shop. They used to have like a storefront in like I think South Milwaukee for a few years, where that's all he did was sausages. And she told him like the best way to prepare brats is like in the oven. Like he's like, because of the even cooking time and the time frame. So I was like, well, that's interesting too.
Yeah.
The guy that does sausages his entire life, like that's all he does is make sausages. And he's like, hey, they're probably best in the oven. So I haven't tried that, but it's similar to, I guess you'd say, an air fryer too, right? That, I don't know,
man. I like the brats on the grill.
Yeah, me too. I like the char marks. I don't care if they bust open too much.
I'm not.
Get a little squirting out there.
Sure. Yeah.
A little char up. But
here we're going now.
Yeah, I just wanted to try it out. It was good flavor, good cook, even cook. Almost like you'd see like if you go to the ballpark, and they got them all on the griddle there. Yeah. Kind of like that.
Okay.
But finished them off in the beer bath. Now I did try. They had some Oktoberfest or Oktoberfest style brats there. I made the mistake of just thinking like it was just like a Oktoberfest seasoning. You know what I mean? But then I looked at the description after I'd already had them package them up, and it had sauerkraut in there. It had like Swiss cheese in there. It wasn't my favorite. A good flavor, but like, just too much cheese.
Yeah.
Like I was telling you before the podcast, is just like, I was trying this out for like a party, dude. I was like, I was thinking, maybe someone would be, trying it out, but no, people went for the hot dogs. Hot dogs and just traditional brats. So there's a tip for you. Don't experiment with a crowd of people. It wasn't that bad though. It was family, so I had a few people try them out, but had more left over. But yeah, that's what I had. Got some beef jerky going in right now. And we'll talk about that next week.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, we got Thanksgiving coming up.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
And
it's coming up soon.
It is. I told you that like Walmart's doing their $40 meal.
Yeah.
So if you go out to Walmart.com, you can get. They say it feeds 10, but I'm not so sure. Like 10 tiny people, maybe. You know,
Not 10
maybe,
Greg Fishers.
Yeah, maybe 4 to 5 Greg Fishers. That's a scale we should put out there, though, man.
Yeah.
How you know, what's the serving size? You know,
Yeah.
it's,
Is it Greg size or is it? No, nothing's Greg size.
right. Yeah.
You can probably have that yourself.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. But they have it for $40. So like,
Which is a steal, which is Greg's price.
it is. It's like $4 a person.
Yep. That's fair. Yeah.
$4 a person. You can do Thanksgiving, and they got the turkey. I think it was like a 6 or 8, maybe 8 to 10 pounder. Yeah, they got like mashed potatoes. They got stuffing. They got
But it's
green
potatoes,
beans.
right? It's not mashed potatoes.
No,
Like
you
just
gotta
the
make-
russet potatoes,
yeah,
right?
russet.
Or Idaho?
Yeah, it's a bag of potatoes.
Something, yeah.
So you got to actually do a little work.
3
there.
pound bag?
I thought it was 5 pounds.
5 pounds. Oof.
But
Okay.
like they have it already there. So if you go look and search for it, like you can click on it, and then like if you got a Walmart account or whatever, like they'll just add it all to your cart. It's sitting in my cart right now, Ben.
Yeah. Just waiting.
Yeah, and if you do that, like because they have it, you can either pick it up at your local store, or they have it delivered for a small fee or whatever. But if you order it, you know, you can also pick up some of our garlic seasoning out there on Walmart.com.
Goes great with the potatoes.
And
Great with
then
turkey.
our pop smoke.
Yep.
We'll ship it right to you. So that won't get delivered with the thing. Like me and Ben will ship it to you, but you'll still get it before Thanksgiving. So you can season your turkey with it, and you can season your potatoes and all that stuff. Those are really the only two I'd say you need, like to have a great meal.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, you're not wrong, dude. Like it's, I like what Walmart's trying to do. You know, it's reasonable. It's pretty. You're gonna feed a good amount of people, and if you need to, I mean, still, like think about like the price of a turkey, right? Like you could easily do. I've talked to multiple people who do multiple birds.
Yeah.
So, you know, for $40, I mean, you can double down, do it for 80 or whatever. But like, you know, you're getting 2 good sized turkeys. You can, you know, whatever. You can cook them. They're a little bit smaller too. So those are ones you can kind of play with and do like maybe like a beer can chicken with or something as well.
Yeah.
You know, I know our good friend Steven Reichlin, he's got the recipe for turkey in there, and that's the beer can chicken book and stuff that we have. But yeah, he's got a recipe for that and kind of the tips and tricks and on going about that as well. Because you know, it's obviously bigger than, you know, doing the chickens and stuff, and making sure you have enough room and with your lid and everything, and that's kind of the tricky part, especially with, you know, doing a bigger turkey. But yeah, man, there's a lot of options there, and you know, you get. I think there's a few other things too, man. You get like the stuffing, you get the cranberry sauce,
Yeah, you get
pumpkin pie too, right?
you get the filling and the crust. Again, you have to do a little bit of work, you know.
I mean, yeah,
like
it's
you
not
get
too bad.
everything you need to make your, you know, for the most part, you're gonna get delivered to you for $40. Now there might be some odds and ends you have to get, you know, that go with it. Like I think the pie filling, you'll need some like evaporated milk and, you know, sugar and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
But that's a pretty good deal. I know Aldi does something similar too. I don't know if it's quite like that, but it's something similar, like that they're looking out for people that might be on a budget, you know, that still want to have a good quality meal.
Hey, I remember last year we got like some good sized turkeys from Aldi for pretty reasonably priced.
Yep.
I think I called you. It's like, dude, hey, I'm here at Aldi. Man. Like,
Get over here.
yeah, hurry.
Bring your cart.
Yeah.
Bring the big truck. Back
Load it
in.
up.
Yeah.
Load it up. Just come straight to the door. But yeah, they had some good prices and stuff too. So I was like, all right. I think pretty sure that was the one I did over the summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Now, are you hosting this year? Do you know?
See, I have no idea what we're doing. I'll be honest. Like, I can't believe October's
I know
much
it's
done.
you know we got a few more days here.
Yeah. So yeah, I couldn't believe October's pretty much done. So, we haven't really kind of gotten that deep into the weeds yet. You know, we still have Halloween. This week. You know, ours is actually on Halloween. So we're not quite through that yet.
Yeah, I know it's crazy to think. Halloween, and then you know we're right into Turkey Day.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm really thinking about like testing this $40 meal out. Just to prep and to play a little bit.
Yeah.
But man, I'm trying to think. So we roll straight from like, you know, obviously soccer's we're coming to an end with that with the kids, but now my son's doing basketball and stuff. And,
basketball.
So that starts up, and like, so it's funny, man. My daughter has another 9:00 game on Saturday, right? And of course we have Halloween the night before Friday, so she plays again on Saturday morning. and then he's got games
Yeah.
at 8 and
Oh,
8 a.m.
man.
So I'm like, who the hell made this?
Right. Who's scheduling this?
How am I supposed to cook all this stuff? But it's all right. So we'll have like the rest of the day kind of after both of those are over to grill and to play a little bit. So I'm looking forward to that. Getting back into it, like a heavy.
Yeah.
I just read this article, dude, about like how like, you know, I think it was on Weber. It was like an email and I clicked on it, but it was clicked the link and it was all about, you know, was it kind of what did they say? It was like, you know, grilling season's over, you know, barbecue season starts now or something.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
it could be like that.
It was like all about like low and slow and enjoying the process and
Man,
yeah, so it was pretty cool. I was like, all right, well,
here we go.
Yeah, I'm in, I'm ready.
Yeah.
So don't put those grills away yet. We still
No,
got plenty
yeah,
of time.
yeah, for sure. It's a great time to be out there. A lot of chilies going on. Like if you are doing like Thanksgiving or like even if you're just experimenting around the house, like is there anything that you've seen or things that you'd like to try, you know, regarding like a Thanksgiving meal type of dish?
So I, like if my wife listened to this and she heard me say it, she'd probably like lose her mind. But I'd say like I want to try like smoking like every single thing.
Oh, jeez. I was just thinking that too.
Every single piece of it, including like the pumpkin pie.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Well,
cause like
yeah.
we've done like the mashed potatoes before.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic. Even like the stuffing, you know, cause we'll get like the bags of the stuffing, you know?
Yeah.
And then, but like, dude, like you think about it, right? Like this is going to have like all your girls out there just running. And it's not So what I was thinking too, man, was like, all right, well, if I order this, you know, this $40 meal off of, you know, Walmart, I'm going to have to throw 2 extra bags of charcoal in my cart too.
Yeah, that's right.
And just roll.
There you
just
go,
let
man.
it, you know, just smoke every single piece of
Heck
it.
yeah.
Cause like I know too, like they've got the stovetop box stuffing, right?
Yeah.
And what we've done in the past, like it's pretty straightforward. Like you just basically you're putting it all into like a pan and you're heating up water. And it's like 2 cups of water
And some butter.
and and you just kind of put it in there and then you kind of cover the pan and you set it off to the side for like 4 minutes or something like that, right?
It's easy, yeah.
But like what we've done too is like, you know, again, like you don't have to put this out on like the smoke or anything, but you can use like some of the drippings like from the turkey. So, like, you know, you're smoking your turkey and it's got all, you know, in your pan and stuff and just suck some of that out there and just put it in there.
Yeah.
And other than that, and that'll kind of give like that, just that easy stove box, you know, stovetop stuffing and give it a nice little smoky flavor.
Yeah,
as
I mean,
well.
you save some of that juices. You know?
That's fantastic.
Man, yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I think, you know, if we host or if we go somewhere, like I did the cranberry, I did the homemade cranberry kind of sauce last year that I really enjoyed. It was a kind of new for me, like process. So I like doing that. I might want to try that again. But it's been a minute since I've done some deviled eggs, Ben. And I'm gonna be searching, I think, for some new
recipes?
ideas. Yeah.
Okay.
That might include jalapenos. That might include bacon, candied bacon, maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be on the lookout for that. Yeah.
I don't think you can really go too wrong, man. Again, like it's just like the mac and cheese. You can throw whatever the hell you want to on that.
Right.
I think it's
Mustard good, mayo good.
Yeah, can't go wrong. Literally, I know. Like my wife's side of the family, they used to put like black olives on those, and that was weird to me. I don't like.
Yeah,
that.
I'm not a big black olive.
I'm not a big
fan.
black olive fan, unless it's like mixed in like kind of a.
Sure.
I guess like a.
I can see like green olives too.
Well, so we've done. That's what we've
Yeah.
done is we've done like the stuffed green olives with the stuffed garlic
Yeah.
or stuff like jalapenos and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure people put pickles on top of those.
You know, my sons will definitely do that.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
No.
What do we got in the fridge? You know?
Yeah, right.
Well, we got pickles.
Yeah,
Man, here we
chop
go.
them up.
Yep. But yeah, there's so much stuff. I mean, you could. I've seen people do like the Cajun style.
Yeah.
You know, you could even do. I'm trying to think, man. Like, what would you do to like make it like a Thanksgiving theme? You know, you could take like little stuffing and put that in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you made it like ahead of time, smoke that up a little bit, or you could do maybe just like a little slice of turkey on top, a nice like thin shaved slice of turkey.
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but like there's a lot of options. Like,
Oh yeah.
I really like the bacon idea.
Yeah. There's this is where I'd have to plan ahead, and I'm not the best at doing that. I'm getting better.
We're getting there. It's 200th episode of the podcast.
Yeah,
so
getting better.
Getting there.
Learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
You know, plan ahead, backtrack in. You know, so But there's like, so I'm just looking like traditional barbecue or traditional Thanksgiving stuff like green beans. Like
Green bean casserole?
Do you do like a lot of green beans and stuff like casserole?
So I think my wife's side of the family does. Like I don't know. I could take it or leave it.
Yeah, we don't really do that. Like maybe some green beans.
Sure.
Like some
corn.
Or some like carrots. Because I've seen a lot like roasted carrots and things like that.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah.
I like that too.
Like the long ones.
The long ones with the stems on still, yeah.
You know, you shave them down a little bit, you butter them up, season them up a little bit, and then you cook them until they're
It's
tender.
always in like the tin pans and stuff, it seems like,
You kind of got to keep them in there though, right? So, I mean, you could char them up a little bit over the coals right away or maybe at the end. But yeah, we like to do a little bit more roasted kind of carrots as opposed to like green bean casseroles or anything like that.
I don't know, man. What about sweet potatoes?
Love it. Love sweet potatoes.
Here we go.
Love
do you do what is it? The sweet potato pie or whatever?
Sweet potato pies, you know, or just like sweet potato casserole, you know, where you got the sweet potatoes in there and then you got the marshmallows on top.
Never done that, man.
Nice and golden brown.
Never had that.
It's like a dessert, but you get to have it with your meal. You know,
sure.
There's a lot of brown sugar in there. There's a lot of butter. Everything that's good for your heart.
Yep. And you like the marshmallows on top like that?
I don't hate them, Ben.
Okay. Do you make this?
I have made it in the past. Yeah. Yeah. It's again, real easy. Like the sweet potatoes are easy to make. Like you could get the canned ones. You could get yams or whatever, canned yams or sweet potatoes or whatever. Either way, to me, they're kind of interchangeable. Sure. But yeah, just, you know, make sure they're soft, you know, get some brown sugar in there, get some butter in there, maybe some cloves, you know, stir it all together, bake it a little bit, and then get some marshmallows on top and let that just get a nice golden brown on top, and then just get a nice spoonful and plop it on your plate. And you're good to go.
Mix in with your mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's all going to the same place anyways, man. just a delicious symphony in my mouth.
Yep.
Gravy and
meat,
marshmallow and
sweetness and meat, sweetie and meaty at the same time.
Yeah, going back for thirds.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah, then you take a little bit of a break, and then you come back for dessert. You know, you got some pecan pie, maybe some pumpkin pie, apple pie.
Are those typically the three pies that you guys carry at?
Yeah, I mean, usually growing up, that's kind of the ones we had. You know, obviously, pumpkin pie is a huge one, but then like we always had like a pecan pie, and then we always had like an apple pie or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes, you know, we'll do something, you know, like brownies or like a cookie brownie or something like that just to mix it up. You know, these kids nowadays, they don't appreciate the pies, you know?
No, man. Well, I don't know if we have this on the recipe or not, but like, when was it? It was like, I want to say it was over the summer or something. We did the brookie. On the smoker, like out on the grill in a cast iron.
Yeah, that's right.
I might do something like that.
Ooh.
We do have another box of that. Dude, the kids just the other day were asking like, hey, Dad, can we do some more chocolate chip cookies on the grill?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, we can.
Not going to school today.
Sure, yeah.
I'll call you in.
Yeah, don't worry. Gotcha.
No, so the brookie is what, a brownie cookie? Right?
Brownie cookie, yeah. So it's like you kind of make the brownie batter. And, you know, I did this in a cast iron, and you put that down in the bottom, and then you make like the cookie batter, like the cookie dough, and you kind of drop it down in there and stuff.
So just like you would do it in the oven, but you did it in the smoker.
I did it on the smoker.
Man, that's great.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Fantastic. You know, maybe we'll do something like that this year.
Experiment. Like I've got that cherry bourbon brownie.
Right, that would be fantastic.
Ooh, that was delicious.
Yeah.
A little bit of vanilla ice cream on there, a little bit of Cool Whip. Yeah. If you're looking to spice things up again, you just go out to our website. You know, we got a bunch of stuff out there. Like just search dessert or brownie or cookie or something like that. Like maybe something will come up. Pie, you know.
Yeah, we've done the pies. Yeah,
the pecan pie and smoke.
Want to do like a chocolate cake? We've done the chocolate cake.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, go listen to that episode.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. I guess that goes on one that didn't maybe go so well.
Yeah, well.
It came out great. The cake was fantastic. Just,
you know, so I say, well,
dude, we did the cheesecake too. Done the cheesecake.
Yeah.
That was too smoky for people too.
Yeah, well, there you go. So now you're at 50% right. So I wasn't too far off.
No, definitely not far off. How come most of these are mine too, you jerk? Where are you at?
Well, you know.
You don't share yours? I'm always calling you. Greg, you're never going to believe this.
I will say you're more adventurous with the desserts now.
Thanks, man.
I'll say that.
Appreciate it.
So, all right, man, lots of good ideas, lots of good stuff. We next week we're going to be talking about beef jerky.
Yeah.
Again, another thing that you could prepare ahead of time and have as like an appetizer or snack for your Thanksgiving meal or whatever.
Like the week before. You know?
Yeah. So we're actually cooking some jerky right now. We got some recipes and ideas. We're going to the InPro Barbecue Club, and we're going to record a podcast next week from there in Muskego, Wisconsin. And they wanted to talk about jerky, so they got some questions and stuff like that. So we'll talk about jerky next week. Other things, man. So as of right now, November 22nd, we're scheduled to be over at Outdoor Lifestyles in Oak Creek. We're going to do like some demos and stuff out that way. I mean, this is tentative right now, but we're looking at like 10 to 2, like 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. November 22nd, which is a Saturday. So if you're in the area, we'd love to see you out there. Look for, our socials and stuff like that. We'll share that information when we have everything finalized, but that's the date right now. Mm-hmm. So if you want to come on out, and then Outdoor Lifestyles in Oak Creek has like grills and smokers and just about any type of seasoning or rub or sauce that you might want. They also have like outdoor stuff like gun safes, non-lethal stuff. So they're a pretty cool store.
Yeah. I know that they're starting to carry a little bit more of like apparel and stuff as well.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, and there are guys like you can, if you're looking for something like outdoor, like cool, different, like, I mean, they can find it.
Yeah.
They can find it. I know that they're always adding to the like their catalog and stuff. And like most of it, I mean, you go through them and they'll order it for you and kind of find out where it's at and what needs to be done. But they'll hook you up. Their grills and stuff. I mean, I grabbed a bag of lump charcoal when I was out there last time.
Nice.
I really enjoyed cooking with it and stuff. They have the big tubs too, like with the cutting board, and then they have gloves, which we've both used and stuff.
Yeah.
They got a ton of stuff, like sauces. They have curing kits and stuff too. I think too that they have the like turkey brining kits as well. I think.
Yeah, they might. Yeah, so if you're looking for some brining kits, go over there and check them out.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, they got a ton of stuff. Great guys. Josh and Nick, they'll help you out.
Yeah, awesome. All right, man. Well, we're kind of all over the place in this one. 200th episode.
200 episodes.
That's how we do with things. We talk about what we're cooking, what we're seeing, what we want to try. And we appreciate you all listening and being a part of the podcast. If you got questions or if you want things that you want us to talk about, you can always send us an email at info@burnpitbbq.com. Or, submit a question to, wherever where you see us at on our socials or whatever. We'd love to talk about it.
Or events, too.
We get a lot of ideas and thoughts and questions at events, so you can come up and talk to us. But, all right, man. Well, that's all I got.
Okay. Well, that caps off the 200th episode.
200th episode. Here we go.
That's pretty cool, man.
Congrats.
200 more?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Dude. All right, man.
All right, everyone.
Cheers.
Take it easy.